Hi everybody, back again. A bit happier today. Yesterday was a super grumpy day, and today is day 25, and it's inspired by the love of your, well, in Rachel's case, the love of her daughter, or in Sarah's case, the love of her son, in my case, the love of both my daughters. Now, I think that I'm aware Day 5, my daughters. Day 19, inspired by a photo, my daughters. So, day 25. Let's see. Shall I do my daughters or not? That was my question. Have I already done them to death? And then I went, you know what? This is an opportunity to make something I haven't made before. So I'm still going to do my daughters because why not? Why not? So I just got a new trolley today, and I've set it all up, and I feel less cluttered and much more organised, which is really good. It's nice. I will take a photo of it and put it there in the screen. So I thought I'd make, what are they called? Well, they're sort of like things you can cut, roll things. Of course, it would just take me a while to find out where on earth I put everything. I found my scissors. Oh, squeak chair. I hate you, squeaky chair. I am going to invest in a different chair at some point. Anyway, you know, you can roll these up and put them aside for later and cut them. So one daughter and daughter number 2, who's always thought she was daughter number 1. Haha, really, have a laugh. Now, I'll put them here this way. This way. Oh, doesn't really matter, we're going to cover them. So, or maybe it's easier this way. A bit hard to see, isn't it, with the camera that way? Okay, so what am I doing on these? I had some ideas, and now what did I do? I had some stuff ready to go, and then I realised they weren't quite right. So now I've got to sort of start again. Where's my little scrap? Decided. So anyway, they've got these drawers. So I've got drawers that I've put all my bits of scrap into. Since I've been doing this particular assignment, so I should use some of mine from my own DigiKits, and just for the colours, and some of the oceany ones. Okay, so both the girls grew up learning how to surf. So I'm going to get a bit of blue in there. The water. I haven't done one of these before, so this is going to be, as I already probably said, because I've got a bit of a cold, so my head's a bit stuffy, so I might forget things more than normal. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, it's not really funny. I'll tell you what though, I went into a shop. I'd like to see if there's a particular shop near me, and if you're in Glenroy, you'll maybe know the shop, because I'm going to give it a bad rap, because I went in today and I went to buy some, sari silk I wanted, and I asked if they had sari silk, and the lady, and I won't say what nationality she was because I don't think a nationality depicts rudeness, said, no, we haven't got any, we've only got this ribbon, you go now, you leave, you can go now. And I was a bit upset about that because, you know, I've been in isolation for a while and you don't want to be treated so rudely when you get out. And, you know, I thought sari silk was a necessity. It was. Or a ribbon or something like that. To me it was a necessity. Totally was, because, you know, doing craft and art makes me happy. So to me it's a necessity. Anyway, she tried to push me out the door and I wasn't happy about that, and I said, don't you want me to spend any money with you, because she was being so rude. And she just kept saying, you go now. And I understand, you know, I talked to my daughter afterwards and said this really upset me, and she goes, yeah, well, they probably had a limit to who can be in the shop and they probably didn't think you were buying something that was a necessity. And I'd like to just say that just because we're artists doesn't mean we don't have our necessities. What else do I want? A few bits of this paper as well. Anyway, so in the end, because the man was very nice that was working there, I thought I still wanted to buy something, so I found a whole packet of napkins, so I'm going to have fun with those. I don't know if I'll do it on here, because they're so finicky with how we glue them down. And it's very Italian, so maybe that doesn't really relate anyway to either of my daughters. Yes, anyway, that's probably creating a shadow. I better move that. I was not impressed. I want to give that lady a very bad review on something, some website somewhere, but isn't that would just be being petty, wouldn't it? I kind of feel like I could justify being petty the way she was. So I went from grumpy yesterday to that experience this morning, to having a bit of a cry, to now doing some arting and crafting and being happier and cleaning my room a bit. So up yours, lady. That's all I can say. Rude lady. And what else did I get? Well, didn't have sari silk. Had where's the ribbon I got? I just got this, some of this, because I thought that it's not sari silk, but I liked it. I thought that's really good. I'll get that. So I did actually get something. Something that was a necessity. Let's do a row of these. And one of my other friends posted on Facebook saying because of isolation, he'd actually gone into the local supermarket, and there was a young guy on the cash register who said to him, would you like anything else, sir? And he said he nearly asked him to marry him, because we're so used to not seeing anyone. It was like, oh, someone's nice to me. You know, someone's being kind, marry me. Oh dear. And I laughed because that lady was so mean that I just cried. I just went, oh, people, why are people so unkind? Anyway, unless you're Australian, you might not remember, there used to be a show on television quite a while ago, and there was a guy, I think he was a Sri Lankan singer guy, and his catchphrase on that show was, why are people so unkind? Yeah, so that was pretty funny. When I just said that, I remembered that. Isn't it amazing how our brain works? I think I'm making a complete schmozzle of this. But you know what? When I make something, if I'm thinking it doesn't look good, and I'm being, it's like I'm kind of in the zone. I think what happens is it's like this little, you zone in on what you're doing, and you can't see the bigger picture sometimes. It's kind of, well, it's kind of a part of having anxiety, I guess. But you zone in and you just sort of go, oh, is that just a mess? But what happens is you work on it a little bit more, because you know you can do it. You're good at this too. You work on it a bit more and you come back and you look at it later and go, oh, I can't believe how critical I was in the moment of that, and how now I think it looks all right. It's part of the creative journey, I think. We might zoom in and be really critical. Of ourselves, and with to be honest, with art, craft, all of that sort of stuff, often when we were younger, you know, our teachers were so frustrated themselves that they just didn't really encourage us. Well, they did, yeah, obviously I'm talking about some teachers, but I remember at kindergarten, I'm on for a right old ramble today. I didn't have anything to say yesterday because I was so grumpy. But at kindergarten, I had a teacher stand over me and she wanted me to paint something. And I really wanted to paint something. I was excited, but I just wanted to play with the colours. I didn't want to do anything in particular. And she stood behind me in a grumpy way and said, paint a train. And I just wanted to paint with colours and play around. And she made me feel so bad. And this was a kindergarten, so that's not good. Kindergarten teachers shouldn't be that grumpy. And she made me, I didn't paint. I never painted. I got to high school and I did a bit of clay work for art and I loved it and went, oh, I like this stuff, this is good. But I didn't paint till I was 29. That's the impact that that lady had. So teachers, beware of your grumpies. Well, I know, you can't help it sometimes as a parent. Yeah. One of these. Oh, well, right off camera. That one can have one more of these. And this one needs a bit more of this. So anyway, the thing is, we all have bad days, and some days we're critical of our own artistic pursuits, and sometimes the voice of others' criticism is very loud in our ears, and we really owe it to ourselves to pay no attention at all to that. And just tell that to go away. I had such a different idea of how this was going to look, and I don't mind how it looks. I'm happy. I'm wondering, so now that I've got a rough idea, you know what I want to do? I want to sew it. All right, I'm going to pause and go and sew it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and that took more time than I thought, because firstly I thought I'd add in some doily and some material doily, which is what I got from the shop with the Brood Lady. I got a whole packet of these. They're probably cotton or acrylic of some sort, doily kind of things. So I thought I'd put some of those in, and I've sewn it, and then it took even longer because then the machine, the cotton kept breaking and I kept having to rethread it. And you know what that means? Frustration. Anyway, it's done, I've done, and I like the threads, but I think they're a bit long. I went down, up, down. That's what I did. Now at the moment I'm thinking, probably what you're thinking, wasn't it meant to be about your daughters? And yes it was. Yes it was. And I kind of got into it and got off on a tangent, and I only really added the surfing background blue. And what I wanted to do, I had some stamping I was going to do that reminded me of my girls. Oh, probably off camera. So now both my daughters really like plants for two different reasons, and I think I've spoken about it before. And I carved these little leaves out of this. This is a very, very soft silk cut thing. No, it's not silk cut. It's can't remember the name of it, but anyway, it's a type of you know, lino cut, but very soft. And I noticed when I started doing some of these that my tools were a bit blunt, so I was kind of a bit off with that. But this is me bringing my girls into this. Let's see. So I'm using the peel paint, Distress Oxide. Always a bit of nature, always reminds me of the girls. I'm going to move this because I think that's making a shadow. I can just slide it into the new drawers of the new desk thingy, whatever. Desk, gosh, it's a set of drawers, that's what it is. Come on, Christina. Get your brain working. Leaf, 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 leaf. Okay, just using that one only today. And yellow's nice and bright. That will be Lily. The green's Liz, with Alicia. Liz, we call her for short. I need a sponge. So I think that the last time when I made the thing for the girls, the little pockets where I had this one, these pockets where I already had Lily as being very sunny, take the sunshine wherever you go. And we're always talking about dreams and whether they come true or not. And Find Me Under the Palms for Liz, because she's a landscape architect. So in a way, I've kind of got the leaves for both of them because they both love plants. And I am just going to do some nice sunny little flower prints. Now, they may not show up. I wonder if they'll show up. So it's always a bit of an experiment. Will they show up on the material? That's the question. The white material. Kind of. I know it's there. So there's the sunny lily. So what do I love about both my girls? Right, so the oldest one is Liz. I love the way that she is loyal. I'm pretty sure I did cover all this when I was doing the other one, but I'm doing it again. With her group of friends, that she laughs a lot, likes to have a bit of a good laugh with her friends. She's hardworking. They both are hardworking, and they both are always trying to make their ends meet, bills-wise and stuff like that. And this just gets on with it, you know. Lily's actually, she doesn't seem to think she's funny anymore, but I remember her growing up, she was very funny. And she loves fashion and things looking nice. And what else? She's quite intuitive. In fact, she's very intuitive actually. And yeah, they're both different. They are both different. What else? Listen, none of us, Lily and I will often listen to, I guess Lily and I are probably the more alike in terms we like often the same music and the same sort of design principles, although since Lily moved out I've gotten very messy and a bit more creative and arty, which is more like Liz. Yeah, Liz likes dogs, Lily likes cats. Liz is happy with public transport, Lily has to have a car. So Liz is more like her dad and Lily's more like me. We like our comforts. I wonder, I'm having a thought. Am I going to cut these? So yes, they're both very different and equally loved, of course. Let me do a tester. I'll just do a test at the end. Cut a bit of the paper. Do I want to do that? I won't cut the material, I'm just going to cut the paper. Oh, Sniffles back again. Yeah, I like that. All right, okay, I'm doing this. my question is, no, I don't like it hanging over. I want it to be all squared. So someone's decided to chainsaw next door. Because of course they would, wouldn't they? Okay, that's that. And let's get this one. So there you have it. Inspired by my girls' Snippet Rolls, and what you can do is just roll them up and put them aside for another time. There. Day 25. That's it. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.